top tier of the league. 50 receiving yards so far this season. It's the Bills and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York.
Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in, they've got to be at their...
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Allen going to go to the air right away. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A run with Mostert up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen
swinging this out wide here for Cook.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. On play action, Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
The Bills at 12-1 now to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And again, it's Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 55 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Tua sets up to pass it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer one.
It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Touchdown! Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass,
Up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Dancing to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action, now it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, 60 yards! And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I would use different moves. I would move against formation. I would come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Tua got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Give that sack to Jair Elam on the corner blitz. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go, set.
Tua, a final shot before half. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. Uses the stiff arm. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He doesn't have the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Cook up the gut, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yellow, line, check right.
Tua now on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. Back now in Buffalo.
Here we go.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the tossing rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end Smythe, and he goes out right around the 39. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Gaskin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yellow, line, check white, blue, check.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Tagovailoa caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They run it again with Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one